Hi, I'm Rod. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be listening to the Ramones perform Do You Remember Rock and Roll Radio. This is the official music video. So here we go.
This is rock and roll radio. Come on, let's rock and roll with the Ramones.
So I don't remember rock and roll radio. My memory from my personal experience is radio always sucked. Maybe that's because I grew up in regional Australia and there wasn't many stations to choose from, but my experience is radio always sucked. But I think they're probably referring to the 60s, 50s, when rock and roll was king. In the 21st century, rock and roll is not king anymore. Hip hop and EDM have taken over.
Is rock and roll radio. Stay tuned for more rock and roll.
Yeah, I think it's just that don't remember that's from pre-70s where they're talking about. The song seems to be kind of both nostalgic and critical at the same time, which I think is a good thing. Many of the band's influences are mentioned in the song, and it celebrates the band's rock and roll memories, but it also reflects and criticizes radio playing nostalgic songs rather than focusing on new music. It's calling for change, which is something the Who warned us that music must change. But me personally, I don't care what plays on the radio. I don't listen to radio. It's never been a part of my life. That's why I have my own personal music collection, because it's what I like to listen to. I guess it could have been different in their time because there was no internet, and the radio may have had a bigger role to play in introducing people to new music. But here in Australia, I think it was music TV, that especially shows like Rage. We've got a all-night music show that goes off a weekend called Rage, which introduced me to a lot of music. It was the show where you would get home from the pub late of a night on a Friday and Saturday night and sit in front of Rage. But I also think people should listen to whatever music they like. I get sick of being told what I should listen to, what I should like, and I believe the more diverse music is, the better music is as a whole. So if you like the Ramones, listen to the Ramones. But if you like pop or hip hop or whatever, listen to that. Don't let anybody else tell you what you should be listening to or what you should like. Anyway, a bit about the Ramones. The Ramones were an American punk rock band formed in New York City in 1974. Though achieving little commercial success, the band, while they were active, the band is seen today as highly influential in punk culture. End of the Century is the 5th studio album by the Ramones, released on February 4th, 1980 through Sire Records. The album was the band's first to be produced by Phil Spector, though he had offered the band his assistance earlier in their career. The songs of End of the Century were written primarily to expand the band's fan base, straying from the band's original punk genre and steering towards a more pop-orientated sound. So it received generally positive reviews from critics, though many reviewers were less favourable than they had been to the band's previous releases, due to Spector's production quality and the band's desire for mainstream success starting to show in their music. So it seems like they may have been losing some of their old fan base but gaining some new ones. Despite this, the album is the highest charting Ramones album of all time, reaching number 44 on the US Billboard 200 chart and number 14 on the UK albums chart. Do you remember Rock and Roll Radio? It's released as the second single, and it was the opening track of the album End of the Century, released in 1980. So there you have it. I like this song. I think this album and the next album, they kind of went all poppy, and most of it I wouldn't bother with today. But there are still some good songs, and this is one of them, at least to me. I'm not sure how the fanboys think about it, but this album and this song, although I think this song is popular amongst the fans. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you would like to support the channel, the best way you can do that is by liking, subscribing and commenting. It all helps. And I hope to see you in another video soon. Thanks for watching.